In the next series of videos, we're going to talk about naming compounds, and we're going to stick to mostly ionic compounds using the stock system, covalent compounds and acids. We will leave organic compounds to a later date. What we're going to do in these videos is tackle these particular compounds one by one, and I will show you the decision-making process of which rules to use, because sometimes that is the hardest part about naming compounds. We are first going to go from the formula name, what you see here, to the name, and then we will go backwards from the name and try to figure out what formula corresponds to that name. Okay. The first one that we are going to tackle is this one right here. And the first step that I do when I name compounds is the same no matter what. I always take a look at this first element here. And then I also take a look at what it's bonded to, and I try to find them on the periodic table. So let's go to our periodic table, and BA, see if we can find BA. It's right here. Okay, and Cl, chlorine, is over here. So I know BA. What do I know about it? It's a metal. It is an alkaline earth metal in group 2. And those alkaline earth metals will form a +2 cation. Chlorine. It is a nonmetal. It is located in group 17. It is one of our halogens. And those halogens always tend to gain an electron to form a -1 anion. Okay? So I know I've got a metal bonded to a nonmetal, which tells me it is an ionic compound. I also know that it is in group 2, and it always forms a +2 cation, the barium element. So we know that our metals always will lose electrons to form cations, and our cations are our positive ions. Our nonmetals will gain electrons, to form anions. Our anions are our negative ions. Those two ions will be attracted to each other by their opposite charges. They will form a bond from electrostatic attraction. That cation is the one that we're going to concentrate on. Okay? We want to know, is it in group 1 or 2? Those always form these particular cations. Or if it's one of our transitional elements, or in group 13, like silver, always forms a +1, aluminum a +3, zinc a +2, cadmium a +2. If our metal in our ionic compound is one of these types of metals, then we will not use the stock system. So let's go back to our periodic table. There's barium. That's the one we're concentrating on. It is in group 2, so we do not need to use the stock system. All we need to do is write down the name of the metal, which is barium, name of the nonmetal, but we're going to drop the end of the name and add "ide." So our compound is barium chloride. Please note that we do not need to be concentrating on the number of ions in our formula.